Okay, I still owe you a whole lot of videos. I'm just having issues getting them uploaded. I've done some. So final conclusion is, for those of you who saw like a few parts of videos about waiting for the UPS dude, it finally did arrive, and it was a different UPS dude. So this one, I guess, could get into the gate like they always have been. In other words, it's kind of like I say a lot, 2080. 2080. I don't know if that dude's gonna last long in anything. So I don't know. Go look for unemployment, because that was just ridiculous. So I've actually had it out twice so far. Did a favor for someone, taking a listing, took some photographs. I don't charge, even though I can. I have never charged and never will. I mainly do this for myself, my clients, my YouTube channel, whatever. And then today I went out to Pahrump. It's around the hump to Pahrump, and did some really good videos. So I can't wait to take a look at them. They're gonna be just spectacular. Put on my other channel. But I am gonna, it was with I'm not gonna say the name, but it was with something like what takes agents around to new house builds and stuff. But there's just not enough time to do stuff, and they're rushing you, and then they want to give you their spiel at the new home communities and stuff. I can do with the spiel. I don't care. I can learn something. What I have an issue with is I got a limited time, and I need to like do this house. Then all these agents are just standing around like. And I don't know if I want to get into this one, because it gets into politics, and I hate politics. But there are these two dumbass chicks sitting in front of us today, and on the way back, starts some stuff about Michelle Obama. I don't mean starts talking about Michelle Obama is trans. I'm probably gonna do a longer video because I want this. But thing is, the one who's sitting over on this side to the right, so facing forward, got the left and right. And she's like, "Why don't you tell them about it?" She just looks at me, it's like, he doesn't want to hear the truth. Why is that? I don't know. Other than it's not true and it was debunked, and they're sitting there looking at this photo that's, pure Photoshop. And the reason I know it is it took me one whole minute to come back and just type in Michelle Obama is trans. It actually has that, and it has how it was debunked, shows the original photo when it was taken, and showed that it was photoshopped. It took me 1 minute. There's so many dumbass people. 2080. So anyway, what I want to talk about today, I'm going to show this first. You know what this is? I don't have the iPhone. It's on the thing here. Boop, pops to the back of your iPhone with the MagSafe, and it records your calls. And the reason it's very important, I've been talking about the water district and the stupid, dumb fucking shit that they're doing. And the water issue I've been having, if you go back on it, it's gotten significantly worse. Now, I've already contracted a plumber. The plumber cannot fix it because the water meter is no longer working. It's just stuck there. Hasn't moved in a month. A month ago, I contacted the water company because the plumber says he cannot fix whatever my issue is until the water meter is working, because that's how their equipment works. I don't know anything about that because I'm not a plumber. And two, how'd that turn on? Oh well, figure it out later. And two, is like, when they fix it, how can they tell it works? They tell it works, so they turn the water on, and if the water meter moves, they didn't fix it. But if the water meter doesn't move, they can't check. Makes no sense whatsoever. I mean, the fact that, see, here's the point. I call him up because the water guy says he can't fix it. I want whatever the leak is fixed. What if it's in my walls and it's leaking down and shit? So I actually had a house where that happened to a dude. And it was so funny, not funny, but it's like the house looked perfect, but inside the wall, there was a sheet of water going down, rotting everything and creating mold and everything inside the wall, and you couldn't see it. So I have an interest in getting this fixed. So first of all, I will call. And you get this, we are very busy. Please leave your phone number and we will get back to you. No, they didn't. Did a few more times, never got a hold. So I finally decided to sit on the phone. Now remember, this is all prior to a bunch of stuff. They never got back to me. So I sit on the damn phone till someone finally answers. So they send somebody out and the person shows up. He was a nice guy. He goes, I have to tell you up front, sir, I was told, even if it's not working, to not replace it. I'm like, why would you not replace something that's not working? He's like, well, they said they're in discussions with you. Does that make any goddamn sense? The only thing I said was the thing's not working. What discussions? What discussions do you have over your water meter not working? Okay, we're gonna get over that. So fast forward, in a way I kind of didn't care because the water meter wasn't working and I wanted to get back my money. My money is the $749 they charged me for a water bill. Okay. So now it's not as bad as when I made this next call I'm going to talk about. It was just a little bit of a leakage. So I give them a call and they give me the same spiel. It's like, well, why don't you just have the plumber fix it? The plumber says he cannot fix it until you fix the water meter because they cannot check their work. I don't see what that has to do with anything. This is what they're telling me. Boop, 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 boop. It's all on here. So after all this back and forth and round and round, it's like the thing doesn't work, it's stuck. And then she's just still going through this. I think I did this conversation before. I mean, I had a video on this. It was the same conversation we had before. It's like, well, I'm showing you're using 10 gallons of water a day. I'm like, she goes, are you home? You on vacation or something? I'm like, no, I'm not on vacation. We're here. We're flushing toilets. We're taking showers. It's an entire family. We're watering the lawn. We have a full lawn front and back. We got a pool. The pool filter is keeping the pool filled from the evaporation. Yeah, we're here. Then she goes like, it's just unusual for a use 10 gallons a day. Are you sure someone is at home? I'm like, so anyway, same thing happened yesterday. A month later, all this shit's been going on. We see you only using X amount of water. Yeah, because it's not being used. Huh? What? Like, it would be so funny. But see, here's where it gets worse. They were supposed to send a guy out. She had to get it cleared through a supervisor. So we're sitting there waiting. I even called back, said, someone's coming out. They work until 8, so, I'll be off work by then, but just assuring you someone's coming out. No one came out. No one has come out. Today, wife's been sitting around waiting all damn day long. No one has come out. And at about 3:30, about 4 o'clock, 3:45, I get a call. I'm sitting there talking to somebody. Ba-ding, ba-ding, and I look at it. It's from the water district. Maybe I'm figuring they're calling me to tell me somebody's coming out. This is the water district compliance department. We've received a call that your water main is bursted and there's water, or no, actually it said your irrigation system. It's not the irrigation system. By the way, I had to have when all this shit started, I had pool people come out, make sure I didn't have a pool leak, had irrigation people come out. I had that your irrigation system is leaking. I'm like, did you check? The water company's supposed to be out here to fix something. And I ain't gonna lie, I got a little bit brusque with the person. I don't know how brusque, because unfortunately, I left this in the car and I was at the office hoping a client would show up, who never showed up, by the way. Rude ass people in this city. I'm sorry, just trying to think of shit that through. And she had the nerve to go like, well, the water is bubbling up through the gravel. I'm like, yeah, I know. I've called the water company about it. And then it's kind of like, well, why don't you do something and look into your computer and see that this is already something that's been called into the water department before it got this bad. And then tell me why they haven't been out yet. And I pretty much hung up in her goddamn face. I was pissed off. I had to have it on speakerphone because I left this out, and there was somebody in the room. I said I was having a meeting. It was a different person. I had to make sure that they heard it, because I'm possibly going to the news on this. This shit ain't resolved in the morning. Boop, 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 boop. Hello, news. I got something for you. I got a story. Would somebody come out and talk to me? So anyway, so going back home, first of all, I text my wife. It's like, how's the water looking? I told her what happened, that I was contacted by the compliance department. Then it's like, how's the water? Yes, it's a deluge, just going down the street. Can you check the water meters moving? Because I'd hate to be paying for that shit. Comes in, it's like, nope, still stuck. I should have put maybe tomorrow I'll do it, because I don't feel like it. Because every time I have to add stuff, that's why you don't see it. Because I'm trying to keep this clean. Going down. No, it's stuck. It's not moving. Water's just shooting out. Maybe tomorrow I'll show it to you, but I really want to do some stuff on the Air 3. Just all this dumb shit happening. So I finally, I'm driving back, and I call up the water company, get some dude on the phone. It was a little bit more difficult because it was through Bluetooth, so I had to hold this up to the Bluetooth, so I hope it captured what was said, or at least enough of it. So he finally goes, yeah, we see that you have a check order, not an order to replace, a check order to check, come and check it. Now it's like, well, somebody's supposed to have been here about 8 p.m. last night. They hadn't shown up. And they haven't shown up all day. And he goes, well, when these orders are placed, it can take up to 48 hours. If they're not there tonight, maybe they'll show up tomorrow. Or I don't want to put words. I think he said should show up tomorrow. No, that's why one of the things I requested is when they fix it, to turn it off and let us know. Please knock on the door so we know what's going on. We've already saved up water and stuff, because we figured by the time we call the plumber again, and now we're going later in the week. Today is Wednesday. What if the plumber can't come until Monday? They have really put me in a bad spot, and they have really got me pissed off, and I cannot believe this level. And by the way, I may have covered this in another video. There's nobody at the water company. They're all still working from home because of COVID. The person I was talking to actually owns our company. She was like, yeah, that's the reason it's messed up. They're at home. I'm like, well, that really has nothing to do with it. No, if they were at the office, they'd be able to talk. I don't believe that either. All I believe is they ain't communicating. I have been calling in on this. No, prior, I was calling from the first notice I got. I'd love to hold the phone up and, a phone or something, and go the first call I got, or at least text saying, we've detected unusual water use. From that day, I started calling them. I started looking for water. I started contacting people that day. They ain't do crap. Just worthless. Anyway, I'm going to end this on this worthless day. I don't know if I want to do another video on worthless people like the 2080s sitting in front of me on something I was able to debunk in 1 minute. Oh, he doesn't want to hear the truth. The truth! The truth! The truth that it's some shit from Alex Jones. Alex Jones, actually, I was able to find that all within a minute too. All this shit started with some jokes by Alex Jones and Joan Rivers. Haven't these stupid idiots heard of fucking Photoshop? The original photo and the context behind it are on the internet, along with the fake photo that was photoshopped. I would love to take a picture of one of these chicks right now, Photoshop it and make them look like a man and go like, what do you mean? I can prove it right here. You're a trans. That's how stupid this shit is. And in this day and age, look at Dylan Mulroney and Leah Thompson and all these trans running around. They can do whatever the hell they want. Shit. Leah Thompson broke every goddamn swimming record with a dick between his legs. Dylan Mulroney, whatever his name is, I think he still has a dick. You know what? He's going around ruining entire multi-billion-dollar companies, and nobody's doing shit about it. Yeah. Okay, I'm out.